Welcome to Yummify. Let's get cooking. So we can take a simple cake tin, let's place it inside the steamer. Guys, try this. You have to make this at home, go for it. Today we're gonna do a simple, quick snack. It's a Gujarati dish called Khaman Dhokla, and it's one of the favorite dishes now across the country. I absolutely love it, and I also love how easy it is to make. So let's get started with making the batter. And so what we're going to do is, we've taken the gram flour or the besan, we add semolina, we add the salt, we add the sugar, we add the asafoetida. Let's give this a quick stir to make sure that it's evenly mixed. So this is pretty quick and it's easy. What we're going to do is, once we do this, once we put all the wet ingredients, we're going to leave it for 10 minutes. So water goes in, and you don't need to put all the water that we have in the recipe, but you want a flowing batter. So put a little bit at a time. Now what we're going to do is add all the wet ingredients for the batter. That is the ginger paste, the green chili paste, the lime juice, and oil. And once this is mixed up, we're going to set this aside for 10 minutes. So in the 10 minutes that we have while we wait for the batter to ferment, let's set up our homemade steamer. So I'm using this little cookie mold and I'm placing that in there. I'm going to pour water, and I make sure it doesn't go above the top of the mold. And I'm going to cover this and let it come to a boil, to a fast boil on full high heat. So we can take a simple cake tin and we need to oil this properly. We don't want the batter sticking to this. That's it, the pan's ready. Okay, so now we need to work really quickly. Okay, so what we need to do is take the Eno. We're going to put the Eno in here. We're going to put about a tablespoon of water just to get the Eno going. Mix it in, and you'll see it's going to quickly double. Okay, so let's see how it goes. Eno in. Just a little bit of water. There it goes. You're seeing it happen. Mix it in, and you're going to find this doubling very quickly. Make sure that you get the Eno well spread out, because otherwise your dhokla is going to be uneven. It's going to raise in some places and not raise in some places, and that's it. So your batter is ready. Let's put this into the mold that we've got ready, and let's tap this just to flatten it a little bit, and let's place it inside the steamer. And that gets closed up. We want to let this steam for 20 minutes undisturbed. While we wait for the dhokla to steam, let's get going on the tarka or the tempering that we're going to pour over the dhokla. Oil in. Now that the oil is heated up, we start with mustard seeds. Again, we wait for that crackle, that lovely crackle that happens. Now, you got to be careful when you add we're going to add some curry leaves, but you got to be careful because curry leaves splatter a lot. There you go. Lovely sound. Quick stir. And green chilies in. Let it cook for about 15 seconds. That's done. I'm going to put the heat off because I'm going to add water, and if you add water and really hot oil, it's going to splatter, right? So this will splatter a little bit. What I would tell you at home is wait for it to cool down and then add the water. So water goes in, stir, mix it all up. Now we can put the heat back up to medium. Sugar and salt. We don't want this to cook for too long, just about a minute. just so that it becomes a little nice and syrupy, and it's all cooked through. Turn it off. So it's been 20 minutes since we've been steaming this. Let's check it. So we get this out. We use a toothpick. The toothpick comes out clean. This is done. Let's turn that off and take it off the heat. So we set this aside to cool for just about 5 minutes. Now what we're going to do is quickly just run a knife around the edges just to make sure that it's nice and separate, and so that it comes out easily. But this is, as you can see, it's coming out beautifully. And you can see how soft and amazing this dhokla is. It's just, look at this. Just look at the sponginess. That's spectacular. Take a plate, put it on there, invert it really quickly, center it, and get that out. And your dhokla is nearly ready. Okay. It's beautifully nice and spongy. That's how it should be. So what we're going to do now is cut this into squares, or kind of squares. So I like my dhokla large. So not too small. Some people prefer it much smaller. And you can see it's cutting beautifully. It's really, really soft. I must say, it looks like a perfect dhokla to me. Oh, went a little wrong in that cutting. So we have the tempering that's already lying ready. And let's just pour it onto the dhokla. We want to try and get it out evenly. And then use a spoon just to spread it out to make sure that each piece of dhokla gets a little bit of the tadka. So the dhokla is now ready to eat. We put the tempering on. It's looking delicious, and I'm really hungry. I'm dying to have this. Oh yes. The spice coming through, the softness, the sweetness, the texture, fantastic. Yay, this is really good. Guys, try this. You have to make this at home. It's so easy, it's so delicious. Go for it.